In order for you to become a good developer, you need to learn programming language basics properly. So what is developer? A developer is someone who develops one application. So if you know how to build one React project, then obviously you can call yourself as a developer. But if you don't know the basics of programming properly, then even if you know the React concept and how to create one component and how to make sure something works fine, doesn't really matter, because if you are stuck somewhere, then your programming basics are going to save you. For example, if you are trying to create some kind of application where there is some kind of logic which you have to implement, that time React concept doesn't really help you to achieve that. React will be only used for displaying data to the website. But if you want to create some kind of logical part, then you have to code it by yourself. So if you don't know the programming basics, you won't be able to do that. Then after that, you need to understand the similarities between frameworks and databases and all the different technologies. Because in order for you to become a good developer, you need to make sure that you are okay with switching to different technologies. For example, if you learn React and Node.js, then if you really know all the concepts of it and how does those two technologies work, then obviously you can use something like Vue.js and maybe Django. Once you are familiar with all the concepts of web development, then obviously you will be able to find similarities between them. Then it's just matter of syntax, that how do you write something in Django that is using Python, and how do you write it in some other language. You need to learn it properly. Other than that, sending HTTP request and creating some kind of function and maybe some kind of controller, router, all those things should be familiar to you because you already learned it in one language. So in order for you to become a good developer, you need to learn the similarities between them. For example, if you ask me what is the similarities between MySQL and MongoDB, then if you are someone who just knows about basics, then you might tell MySQL is like structured database and MongoDB isn't that. But the thing is, when we are actually coding it, we make sure that structure will be present in MongoDB, but it's just that it will be present in application layer instead of in the database. So obviously, you should be okay with creating your next project in MongoDB if you are used to MySQL, because they are similar technologies. You need to understand it. Once you are familiar with one technology, you should be comfortable to switching into other technology. Due to many reasons, you might have to switch it to some other things. Maybe clients want you to switch, or maybe you are shifting your company, or maybe just you are bored with current technology and want to try something else. For that reason, you should be knowing the similarities between them and be open to switching. Last but not the least point which I want to make here is you need to build more projects. You will become good developer only if you are okay with building many projects. What happens is, when you are like initially starting with coding, you will be like, okay, I'll just build 1-2 project and then it's done, I'm a developer. But that's not how actually it works. If you see lots of famous NPM repositories and all, that time you will find that one person has built so many small projects. They are really good developers and they became that by building more projects. If you go to some developers GitHub profile who is like famous and has done something nice, that time obviously you will find multiple repositories, which means they have built multiple projects. Some are available publicly to see and some are not available for publicly to see, but either way they have built multiple projects. So I wish you do the same, that in order for you to become a good developer, you need to build more and more projects. Daily build some kind of project so that you will become a good developer. So that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and see you in the next video. Bye bye.